Exceptionally intelligent person plans a bank robbery. He takes out a bank passbook. Facing the bank staff, "I am a robber. Please remain calm, and don't make a sound. Put the money obediently into the bag. If anyone dares to call the police, I'll tear the ticket." But how could the teller compromise? They immediately pressed the alarm button. Soon an undercover police officer approached. Jack noticed the handgun at his waist, and he immediately pulled out his gun and shot him in the head. Now everyone around was stunned. Wasn't this just a drill? Why did it turn into a real killing? It turns out it was all just a fantasy before, but according to the drill rules, the undercover police officer was considered dead, so he had to lie on the ground and play dead. Then Jack gathered all the hostages together, confiscated their phones, and hung hostage signs on everyone. On the other side, the police chief learned that the drill had started, so he called to praise them for doing a good job. They continued the charade, but they mustn't get caught by the SWAT team later. The chief's intention was for Jack to hold out until he was caught, to save face for himself. But Jack was a stubborn person. He didn't understand the hidden meaning behind the chief's words. He only wanted to be a good robber, to complete the task assigned by the chief. So Jack locked the bank's main door, and blocked the surveillance cameras, making the police unable to see what was happening inside. The police chief panicked instantly. Things had completely exceeded his expectations. He had just boasted in front of the media, saying that this robbery case would be solved in a matter of minutes. So he quickly called Jack, saying there was no need to make it so complicated. He could open the door, but Jack replied, "I did my homework in advance. Professional robbers do it this way. Please rest assured, Chief. I guarantee the task will be completed." The chief was infuriated upon hearing this. At this moment, one of the hostages couldn't take it anymore, thinking it was just a play. There was no need to take it so seriously. He directly tore off the hostage sign and demanded to leave. Witnessing this, Jack walked up to him and slapped him. Then he hung a sign on the man, indicating that he was unconscious. This act made the undercover police officer, who was playing dead, unable to bear it. Taking advantage of Jack's distraction, he took away his gun. He explained that he was wearing a bulletproof vest and wasn't killed. But at that moment, a boy stood up and said, "Jack hit him in the head just now." To confirm if it's true, let's check the surveillance footage together. Sure enough, it showed that Jack shot him in the head. He had no choice but to go back and continue lying down. What Jack didn't expect was that there was still an undercover female police officer among the crowd. She was the national martial arts champion. Taking advantage of the opportunity when she went to the restroom, she launched a surprise attack on Jack from behind. But Jack remained calm, and he shot her, resulting in her demise. It seems that weapons are more powerful after all. At this moment, a large number of SWAT team members arrived at the scene. To prevent the situation from getting out of control, the police chief had no choice but to agree to let the SWAT team sneak in through the back door of the vault quietly. But they didn't know that Jack was familiar with the bank's layout. He could see their every move clearly. Once they were all inside, Jack immediately shut off the ventilation in the vault. The SWAT team inside instantly struggled to breathe, and when they were on the verge of suffocation, Jack finally opened the door. As a result, all the SWAT team members perished. The police chief, upon learning this, was beyond tears. What was supposed to be just a drill was now in the news, drawing nationwide attention. If not handled well, his position would likely be at risk. Meanwhile, the bank hostages had been hungry all day, and were starting to become emotional.